Well, hi and welcome to Queensland. I'm up at Port Douglas at the end of the wet season. Well, it's still here. Very humid, lots of drizzle and rain, and they seem to be coming in intervals of every 15 minutes or half an hour or so. But it's still so enjoyable being up here. I had a bit of fun yesterday walking around the foreshore at Port Douglas. There's not many people walking around, so I didn't get disturbed too much, and I was hoping to get a photograph of a bird flying or whatever, and I came across a kingfisher in the rain. I thought, beautiful. I've never taken photographs of wildlife in the rain before, so I thought this is a good opportunity to try and see what shutter speed would work best with capturing the raindrops on it. So I got some nice photographs, but the problem was it was sitting on a rock, and the background was the ocean, so it was blowing out a bit. So it was awkward to try and get a balance there. But anyway, this morning I am on the bump track. I'm going to take it easy because of the humidity. I've got plenty of water get me through. I'm excited to be here. It is now starting to rain. We're not worrying about rain gear because you dry out pretty quickly once it stops. Anyway, excited to be here. It's dark. And this seat that I'm sitting on has the only view so far back out across the valley to the ocean, and it's friggin' awesome. It's about 4 meters wide. Just talking to those nice people at locals. Tell me, might be lucky you might see a cassowary up here. Look at the size of that spider. That is amazing. Wow. That's huge. They put this here to make it easier for you to get down. That is as slippery as all shit. So we're going down on the rocks. We've made it to the creek. I was hoping to go to the waterfall. I have taken a fair bit of time dawdling along here and trying to get photographs of stuff, which is what we're here for. It's not about the race to get there, it's about enjoying the moment. But I think this creek will do me. Normally it's not like this. I'm supposed to go up there and then veer off, and then down the hill is a really beautiful waterfall with a big, huge pool at the bottom. But this will do me. I might just have a look up at this little cascade here. Alright, I'm making my way back. Not going to bother crossing the creek and going to the waterfall today. I've sort of run out of time. Go home for lunch. And there's a guy down there too. Interrupted me. Well, that's the bump track finished. And it was enjoyable. It does rain a lot at this time of year, and you just have to accept it and working with it. Well, good morning. Are you ready for another hike? Well, I am. We're going up Spring Creek. I don't think we'll get to the falls up here though, Black Rock Falls. From what I've been told, the river is quite high, and I'm supposed to cross it quite a few times and walk on very slippery rocks, apparently. So better to do this walk in August rather than April. But that's just the way it is at the minute. So I'm just going to wander around and hopefully find some nice photographs of some good shots of some birds or insects or whatever I come across. It's just get out there into nature, have fun. So enough waffling on about it. Let's get into it.
I stay up on the edge, he does it, but as soon as I get into the water, he does. So I'm very confident recently in the water, which is great.
One of the locals has just given me a good education on the place, and he reckons it's worth walking up further. Got to cross the creek again. Hopefully you can hear me over the water, this cascade. I don't seem to be able to go any further without going across slippery rocks along the edge of the water here. I think I'm supposed to cross over. It's quite deep, big slippery rocks underneath. So I don't think I'll bother. I'm going to start wandering back. It's taken me quite some hours to get here because I've just been wandering, watching out, trying to tune into nature, trying to open my eyes and my mind to seeing things that you wouldn't normally see. I haven't been able to really achieve that properly, but maybe on the way back I might see things better. Well, I am out and about on another glorious morning, and a tiny touch of drizzle just before, but it seems to have gone. Still very overcast, light temperatures, very pleasurable. I am back at Spring Creek, and this time I am going to sit for a fair while in one spot, because on my way back home yesterday, once I crossed the creek for the last time and started heading back to the car, there was a lot of stuff going on. A lot of butterflies, huge butterflies, but they wouldn't stop and land on something. I'd love to get a photograph of them. Well, I've chosen my spot, and it's right where I crossed the river yesterday. Actually, the river's down quite a bit. I can get across a lot easier today. The reason why I've chosen this spot is because of where perches are set up. So branches, rocks, fallen trees, so logs on the ground. So I've given myself the best opportunity here to get some really good photographs. While I'm sitting here waiting, I'll talk a bit of crap with you, a bit of useless information. Now, you're either into straps or you're not into straps. Well, actually I hate them. The only reason I put this one on, god damn it, how did I get this on? I thought it might be handy for walking around up here while I'm hiking. Take a bit of the weight off my hand and get a little cramp in there sometimes. So I thought I'd give it another go, but no, I hate it. So I'm taking it off. It just pisses me off. So there you go, bit of useless information for you. Hope you enjoyed it. As I'm wandering around the bush, wherever I go, whatever state I'm in, I'm always looking out for bush tucker. Haven't used that for a while. Now I can't remember the name of this, and I do have to confirm it. I haven't brought my book with me. Not particularly right. Oh, this one. Yeah, anyway, but I've found quite a few native ginger and other plants, but I never touch them until I'm 100% sure that it is edible and it is the right fruit that I'm looking at. So yeah, confirmed a few plants that I thought were poisonous. I spent 2 good hours sitting there, but didn't get anything. Birds were flying up high in the trees, but they weren't coming down low. I thought I'd walk downstream, and it's friggin' awesome. It's an amazing spot. Looks like Lord of the Rings would be able to make a movie here for sure, haven't we? The little water hole just here, and just up there is someone's backyard. So they got a great place to come and swim. I'll be on my way home very soon. Just thought I'd come down and have a look at this place. Amazing. Sun's coming out. What a beautiful day. Well, I figure I found some figs. I don't know whether that's right or not. No. But yeah, a bit of bush tucker I know is safe to eat. The old native fig. And there's plenty up there. Found one on the ground that's ripe. You've always got to be careful with these because the wasps get in and start eating it out. So just they'll lay their eggs in there and do all sorts of things. So we'll just have a look and make sure there's no bugs in there. And there isn't, lucky for me. Woohoo! Not a lot of taste to that one. We'll keep looking. Fork it. Good morning. Another day in paradise. There's a little bit of rain around. It's quite windy out on the beach that I'm going onto, which is 4 Mile Beach, which is in Port Douglas still. So just a short drive for me just to get things started. And I got no idea what this is going to be like. I just wanted a little bit of a change. So hopefully, again, I can get some photographs of anything and see what we can get. Alright, waffling. Catch you after. Wilson! I didn't expect to see you up here in Port Douglas. How are you, mate? Well, I've come to the end of the 4 Mile Beach. Bloody hell. Got a dog behind me now. I thought it was going to be nice and peaceful, but obviously not. But just over my shoulder here, on the dead branch there, sitting out, it's 2 kingfishers. I don't know what they are. But this is going to be a pain with this friggin' dog. I almost swore then, didn't I? Very close to me. And I was really hoping for a little bit of peace and quiet here. But yeah, you've got 2 kingfishers there, but it's too dark. Take a photograph just at the minute. Not raining. You can see most of the rain's out at sea. Alright, I'm just going to pitch camp a bit further up. This is prime croc territory. Could have one come shooting out of the water at me any second. Well, I am back at Spring Creek. Mission today is to get to the falls. So no mucking around, just straight there. Got the appropriate footwear on as well this time to get through the rivers easy peasy. My sandals. So that's what's happening today. It's all muddy here. Well, yes, no mucking around, straight to the falls. Oh, nice little butterfly. What was that? No mucking around? Yes, straight to the falls. Now, I really shouldn't be stopping. I should be getting to my destination and then spend a lot of time up there, but have a look at that tree behind me there. That is just friggin' amazing, the light that's hitting it at the minute. This one here. Oh, I'm going to have to take a photograph of it. Come on there, it's got the waterfall next to it. I think I've made it to the first fall. Nice big pool here. Maybe I should do a bit of skinny dipping, eh? Keep your eyes closed until I get in. Okay, how long did it take me to get here? Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, an hour and a half. But I would like to go up around that corner and just have a quiz, which as an adventurer, that's what you always do. Just one more corner. One more. Anyway, beautiful there. I will have a swim. I keep the camera in tight up here, not down there, because I am as naked as a jaybird. Man, I love it. I feel so free. It's quite humid now, and the water was colder than I expected it to be. I thought it would be a bit warmer than that, but anyway, I'm refreshed, ready to soak in the atmosphere, which we'll do for a little while. The track coming up, as you would have seen with my bit of footage as I've gone along, it's just rocky as all. So it's a lot of scrambling along, hands on sometimes, and I had to concentrate a lot, so I couldn't enjoy the walk, like, you know, look around at nature very much, because I had to be careful of where I was putting my feet. Didn't want to, you know, slip, do myself an injury, because it's going to be hard to get myself out of here. There's no phone reception, of course. The mountain range around me on both sides, I'm in this really deep gorge. How high would that be? A couple of 100 metres, maybe, at a guess, to the top of the ridges. I can't get around to the main waterfall unless I scale up either side of the river here. Yeah, it's like that. I could do it, but I don't want to. I think I'm happy just to stay here. I would have really loved to seen the proper waterfall. It's 70 metres long from top to bottom, with a huge pool at the bottom. But this will do me. There's a bird flying around tweeting, and because I'm naked, it might attack my you-know-what's-it, so I better shut up, get some clothes on. I'm starting to dry out, and yeah, really soak in the atmosphere here. be the last time I come, I suppose. Look at this tree just here. It looks like it's about to cross the creek and it's just not sure where it's going to put its first footing or root. But what an amazing looking tree that is, full of character. But yeah, with my imagination I can just see it wanting to cross the creek. Another interesting character across here, this tree is holding on to two rocks so that it doesn't get taken away with the next flood. Yeah, again, my imagination is running wild, but that's what it looks like. Day of the Triffids. All those trees along there, they all look like they're jumping across the creek. Amazing. It certainly reminds me of that film, Day of the Triffids. That concludes today's adventure in autumn, and I highly recommend, hang on a second, I highly recommend that you wear these type of sandals. They're rubber, really soft rubber. The grip on them is really good. Had no issues getting across the creeks, walking on slippery rocks and stuff like that. Always careful though where I put my foot. They were gripping fantastic. They're awesome. Had them for years. I have a beautiful morning out on the Mangrove sand flats, Crocodile country. I had to wait until Saturday, so that's the 6th day of my holiday before I could get the tides right to come here. It's super dangerous otherwise. Alright, have a look at that beautiful sunrise behind me. That is frigging awesome, man. The wind on the mic. It's all about, where's the mic on this? On that side. It's all about taking photographs of birds today, and I'm seeing them already. I certainly do come across some interesting characters. Guy that's just behind me there walking along the beach, deaf as a post. I was 15 metres away from him and I'm saying hello. Now the birds that are along this beachfront here are all super shy. Now 2 years ago when I came to this spot, I came here about 3 times I think, and they were the same then. Quite a few of the sacred kingfisher here, and I couldn't get up close to them last time. I'd get about 10 metres away, and it's the same, well even further away this time. I'm 20 metres away and they're flying off. And the thing with kingfishers up here especially, you have to sit in one spot. Sit, so you're not standing up looking like a threat to them. You have to sit where they like to sit on a branch and watch out for these crabs coming up. Sapphire crab, or whatever they are. They're only little things and they like to eat them, so they have a special perches that I like to sit on. Yeah, just going to wander up and down the beach, hopefully get something, and then sit in one spot for the remainder of my time. But down on the foreshore at Port Douglas, you know, I've sat there last 5 nights, low tide from 3 o'clock onwards, just sitting near where they like to perch there, the sacred kingfisher, and you know, they're eluding me there. They tease me a lot. Tease me no end. It's horrible. I've got the sacred kingfisher. kingfisher just in front of me, about 10 metres away. So I'm just going to stand here for as long as I possibly can. Hopefully I can get something. That he comes down and grabs something up close to me. Well, the tide's coming back in and I have definitely run out of time. Need to get back home. So I didn't really get anything, but if I can come back tomorrow I will. Otherwise, just have to wing it, see where I end up. Sun's starting to go down and I'm trying to get these kingfishers again on the foreshore near my accommodation. The old pier jetty behind me there. I'm not having much luck at the minute again. Oh, got the wind on the mic. So yeah, we're trying. We just keep trying. That's all we can do. And anyway, see how I go again. Well, I am back at the Mangrove sand flats. Tide's still another 2 hours before it's out properly, so it is up a little bit more than what I'd really like with the crocs, but I know I only have to go over a little bit down to the sand flats. But yeah, it's always dodgy coming through here. Croc infested waters. So right, it's about 1.5 foot deep through here, where it was only ankle deep the other day. You can see there's the crab pots just there. It's just over the top of them. And we've got nice mud crabs in there. Anyway, I can't hang around here. It's straight across, over and up another through the mangroves there, make my way through. Wish me luck. We didn't get eaten. Right, gonna make my way through mangroves here. Really peaceful here this morning. There's no wind. It's freaking awesome. I just heard a car door shut then. And might have another visitor. There's a car here that was here yesterday, and I'm positive that the nudie guy I saw yesterday was Wayne, and he's here again. So I might be able to run into him and have a chat with him, hopefully. I think he didn't answer me yesterday because I think he had earphones in, listening to music. Anyway, I don't know, I just feel a bit more positive about getting a beautiful shot of a bird here today. Alright. Just soaking in the atmosphere, getting into the groove, relaxing into nature. So I have quite a few kingfishers here, the sacred. Oh, look at this coming in. That would have been a nice shot if I wouldn't have been talking. And that is some sort of dove. I haven't checked them out what type they are here, but yeah, there's a kingfisher up there and a couple in the background. All moved on as soon as they saw me coming up from about 30 metres away. Well, there you go, that's Wayne walking away in the background. Had a nice chat with him, caught up a bit. He doesn't remember me. Oh, look at this. God, it's coming. A couple of big dogs coming right at me. Am I going to get eaten? I don't know, but it's a crowded beach this morning. Alright, enough blogging. Catch ya. Yeah, these dogs aren't going to be nice, I don't think. You had to call them away. They were scary. They were going to have me. Right, now, where was I? Wayne just giving me a bit of a history of this beach. He reckons that the beach the water only used to come about 50 metres out. So this was all treed where I'm standing right now. All this strip right up to those mangroves that are just on my shoulder there. It was all trees all the way up, and now they are all gone. Oh, look up there. Keep getting interrupted. Anyway, so yes, Wayne was telling me that the beachfront 20 years ago was a long way out from where it is today. That's encroaching even more into the scrubs there. Well, I have finished my adventure for the day. Got a couple of birds in flight. Nothing that is amazing, that's for sure. But anyway, I've had an awesome time up here in Port Douglas. I have this afternoon, I might do a little bit of a session down on the Port Douglas foreshore again with the kingfishers. See what I can get there. And then I have one full day left. So tomorrow, that'll be pretty much it for filming. Then Tuesday it'll be. We're off in the afternoon back home to the cold weather. Alright, hope you enjoyed today's adventure. And catch you later on this afternoon, hopefully. Keep driving past this spot. It's where you can spot crocodiles off of the bridge here. Probably you normally see them off that island, but guys, I've just seen it across the river here. On the other side, there's a croc on the bank there somewhere. Oh my god, there it is. I can see it. It's freaking huge. I'm gonna go and get my R6 so we can see it properly. You won't be able to see it with this camera, but he's just out there. Well, good morning. My last full day to be able to go on an adventure up here in Queensland. Now this is Spring Creek, but it's a little bit down from where I've been in the past, walking up to those falls. There's no actual track here. I just thought I'd come and have a look at it. I'll keep driving past it, and it looks fantastic. Fingers crossed we get some photographs of birds up close. Geez, I've been struggling in that department. But anyway, I'm here to have a good look around. I've got another place in mind close into Port Douglas as well. And we'll just see if this is fantastic, then we won't bother about going to the other one, but if it's crap, we will. We are back to walking in the creek. I just had an emergency and I managed to deal with it without any dramas, and that was number 2s. Now it happens to all of us when we're out on the trail. We get those emergency urges and we have to deal with them. And I've been seeing these paperbark trees on my walks, and I thought, well, if I get caught out, I don't have any toilet paper in my backpack, maybe I can use these. And I found when you get this very outer layer that it's reasonably soft. It did the job. It didn't scratch my ass. Yeah, it did the job. There you go. You've learnt something new today. Paperbark trees, great in an emergency for number 2s. Well, I'm back at the car. It was a short adventure. I was going to sit here for a little bit, see whether any of these birds and come down low. And then I'm going to head off back into Port Douglas, where there's a little pond that you can walk around. Well, look at me blogging on the beach out in the open. Normally this is a very embarrassing thing for me and I don't like doing it, but I just thought it's a fitting place to finish up my adventure in Port Douglas, Queensland. It's been awesome up here. Yeah, so this is where I took my first photograph, was right here on this beach. So I thought, yeah, good place to finish up. Now the tide's up, so I can't get the kingfishers this afternoon, so a little bit disappointing. I was really hoping that I'd get an awesome action shot of them, but it hasn't happened. And the photographs that I have taken on this trip, a bit disappointed with. Yeah, they're just not really what I was hoping for. But I've enjoyed the adventure, and that's the main thing. We're getting out on the trails, having an adventure. Right, so that's pretty well much it, I guess. I will add those that having the Osmo action camera for these sort of travel events, just friggin' awesome. Lightweight, chuck around, easy to get going. There's no hassles, stuffing. You don't stuff around with it. It's all in auto mode, you know. Just does the job for you, and it's so reliable. Now, the R6 in this sort of environment, focusing system, got some things to talk about with that, some disappointments, but we'll leave that for another video. All right, so that is it. Hope you enjoyed this video, and if you'd like to subscribe and get more of this amazing stuff, click on my icon in the bottom right hand corner of the screen, and hit the little bell. You'll get notification whenever I do anything else. And if you'd like to like this video, that would be awesome. That'll help my channel grow. Now, if you'd like to go and have a look at all the mad and crazy things I've been doing in the past, click on my icon right here at the end of this video. It'll take you to my channel where I talk about photographing and filming wildlife, especially my passion, the agile antechinus, a small carnivorous marsupial. So I'll give you some tips there with photography, and I take you on adventures whenever I go out in the great outdoors, and a ton of other stuff. I've done almost everything to do with, you know, reviewing my camera gears and all those sort of things. So go and have a browse. There'll be something there of interest to you, I am sure. Now just remember, if you don't do, you don't get. So get out there and start photographing and filming wildlife, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.